Right, so with that then, taking us into a bit of a recap on the last session, you guys had emerged in the City of Dead, having encountered the Growl Huns, uncovered parts of a conspiracy that seemed to be going through the city in terms of the Grand Game, a conspiracy that involves noble families within the city, and also the potential paymasters / allies in the Castellantas, and with what you guys were actually looking for in the first place, the Stone of Galar, the stone that was being brought seemingly to you via the gnome Dalakar, had been taken away by a third party who you established to be Obo. Having used a magical means of message to speak to Obo, you managed to figure out that he'd actually moved off to the seaward, to a location known as the Old Windmill. With that and formulating a plan, you then see streaking through the sky a pack of spike devils. Got that wrong. Spine devils. And they're streaking in the flying in the direction that you guys are heading. Making your way there, you find the Old Windmill. You realise that these spine devils are trying to get inside, and you quickly enter to see that the spine devils and Obo are fleeing from the building. Obo in pursuit. You guys then quickly clamber up onto the rooftop, less Thorin, who decided that it would be prudent to jump in a ring and not give anyone any idea of the plan that he had in his head, only to sit there for quite a while, twiddling his thumbs. You guys scramble across the rooftops in hot pursuit, before making your way down into an alleyway where you've seen these spine devils have come to a stop by a carriage with horses, and an older looking tiefling, and also a bearded devil. Thorin, then trying to catch up, leaps from the building, lands on a carriage quite successfully, and also joins the fray. Casting various amounts of spells which do a lot of damage. The tiefling vanishes, only to be heard amongst screams within the crowd that's now gathering to see what the commotion is within the alleyway. Thorin and Tavis, you head off towards the carriage in search of, or to have a look and see what this devil was, and these creatures were, and try and gain some clues, whilst Isla quickly heads off into the crowd in search of Obo and this mysterious gentleman. With that, the crowd is quite thick but soon starts to disperse. Isla, you manage to find noises coming from a steel gate which leads down into a set of stairs which look like they head below a building. You quickly cast light on the grate in purple in order to try and attract Negan, who is currently with Ulfgar searching through the remains of the crowd. And then that's where we left it. The guys that were around the carriage, you had a look at the bearded devil and you opened up the portable hole, trying not to bring too much attention to what's been going on the scene within the alleyway itself. I think that's where we left off. Anyone got anything they want to add to that?
Did we get the bearded devil in the portable hole?
Yep, I think so.
Yeah,
we did, yeah.
I think they got them.
I think back in, folded up, and okay. But there are remaining bodies, are there?
There's the spine devils.
Spine devil.
There's two horses. There's the driver of the carriage is also dead. He's slumped onto the floor.
Okay. Okay.
Right, and that is where we will. That's where we'll pick off. So, I think it's only prudent that we start off with Isla at the top of the stairs. What do you want to do?
So I've lit the grate up. I'm with my mate Obo, and I'm just heading. Have I gone in? Can't remember if I went in.
Obo's not there. He's gone down, or you think he's gone down that way. He was really in pursuit. You lost Obo in the crowd.
Oh yeah, fuck him, guy. I'm going down. Like that's no questions. I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna whip out my mace Lightbringer.
Yep.
And I'm gonna fucking light that puppy up.
Okay. Yeah, you head down what is a steep series of stone steps. They sort of go down to a level, what would be like a basement level below, and then immediately after that, there is then a set of ladder, steel, which has been worked into the stone within hoops, that then descends further down. As you get into this cold room beneath the building, to this hole in the ground where the ladder is, you get a real faceful of this horrible smell, this rotten vegetative smell, the smell of the sewer. But you've been in the sewer in Waterdeep, it's not smell like this. This smells absolutely disgusting.
Do I know what this smell is?
You don't know. Yeah. Just make a perception investigation.
An investigation.
I'd say it's more perception, really.
It's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. So 17 plus 6, 23.
23. You don't think it's anything other than the sewer. You don't think it's like there's something that's down there that's causing this other than the detritus that's in the sewer itself. But you've not smelt it this strong. This is like pungent, like smacking in your face and making you balk.
Okay.
Type of smell.
Okay. So there's only really one way down.
Yeah, from in this small room that you're in, which is empty, just a stone room. Yeah. Again, it looks like it would have been a cold storage. At some point, yeah, you can just sort of see that down as you bring Lightbringer over just to the mace over just to have a look down. You can see that there is a like an oily black water that's down there, just like it's just like a greasy film over it, like stagnant water that's down there.
Okay, cool. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Thaumaturgy and make my voice 3 times louder and just say, Negan, going down the hole! Going down the hole! And then I'm going to fucking, whilst the light's still on, jam Lightbringer into the side of the hilt. And then I'm going to grab onto the ladder and try and slide down that motherfucker.
Oh, yeah. Acrobatics check.
Ooh. 16.
16. Yeah, you manage just to hold on, get one foot ready, take the last foot off, and just go down. And you go down probably a little bit further than you thought. You've probably gone about 25 feet. If not a little bit more, as you sort of come to the bottom, your hands are sort of shaking a little bit, and your feet come to the bottom with a bit of a splash. You find that you're in half-inch of water, this greasy, oily film on top of it, and you see that you're in a stone. It's sort of like a 10 by 10 foot stone, just square. You can see that there was on one side, the open side, you can see that there's a series of bars that look like it would have at one point held an iron gate, which is now gone. The bars rusting and rotting away at the bottom. And as you look out into that area, just casting the light from Lightbringer. You can see that you are in the sewer itself. That this is led down into what would be the main sewer running underneath this street. As you look, you can see that the water in here has risen, and it is just literally half an inch above the stonework. So where you would have these two stone paths that come either side of the sewer itself with the sewage in the middle, it's now sort of overflown, like the water's had nowhere to go. You can see out that the brickwork itself is curved, and the sewer turns moves like left and right just from where you are. As you sort of look around and cast your eyes around, you hear what sound like children shouting, and then you hear a scream, and it's quite a shrill and quite a frightened scream.
Which direction does that come from?
Just make a perception for the echo.
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 16.
16. It sounds like it's coming from the left.
Cool. I am gonna make a turn to the left. I want the wall, like, as I'm going, as I start walking, I'm gonna, like, drag Lightbringer along the wall, just to see if there's any moss or, just anything that, that makes some type of impression, just to try and leave some type of trail of where I've been, because it'll be quite fresh. That's what I'm gonna.
Okay. Let's see. Just make a survival check.
The dice are rolling well. 20, not natural.
20. Okay. Yeah, you can, as you're sort of going along it, you can feel that the brick itself is chipping, and as it's chipping around, the light itself is like almost giving like a pulse as you're hitting it along these bricks, and you can sort of see that it's carving quite a fresh channel within this side of the wall as you're heading down. From just what is your you've got dark vision, haven't you?
No, I've just got Lightbringer. That's my only form of light from memory.
Do you know how far the light travels for Lightbringer?
You know what? I should have it somewhere. I don't think it's mega far. Part of me wants to say it's like 30 feet.
Yeah, 30. I mean, if it's 30 feet, it'll do it. I can find out.
I imagine it'll be like light, wouldn't it?
Usually so far light, so far dim, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so
It glows as bright as a torch, I think is what it says.
as a
Yeah.
torch.
This weapon glows bright as a torch when its wielder commands.
Okay.
So it'll be whatever the stats are for a torch.
Yeah, let's have a look now. I think I mean, to be honest, I think we'll be all right just for. I don't know why it doesn't want to work.
You create that item, Daryl.
Was that sorry? No, that was an item that we came across. It's not letting me find it. I had that thing I did, didn't I? I had it written down somewhere. There we go. For an additional 20 feet. You've got.
Yeah, 20 by 20 dim.
2020, yeah. Okay, so just where the light of Lightbringer itself, and you've got to sort of extend it out almost as if it is a torch, and bearing the weight of this heavy ancient weapon that you wield. Just where that light starts to fade, you can see that that the passageway itself sort of doglegs a little bit to the left. But beyond that, difficult to see anything other than the water and the glossy film that you can see on top.
Excuse me, sorry.
Bless you.
Giving him a cold over the net.
Catching.
So it only goes that way, only veers round to the left.
It just dog legs ever so slightly to the left. From what you can see, it looks like it just turns. You can see it more for the wall that's opposite you on the other side of the water, because that sort of comes round.
Yeah, I carry on going, and just like, Obo, you down here?
All you can hear is "Hobo, you down here? You down here?" Like it just echoing through. This water just sort of just sloshing around in front. Okay, right. So with that, then let's work with the furthest back. So Thorin and Tavis.
I think I'd just said I'd like to sort of investigate around the carriage and those other bodies, but
Okay.
I should stick with that.
Okay. Just make an investigation.
19.
19. Okay. The spine devils themselves, as you now get a decent look at them. You can see that these are really twisted and sort of creatures. Their mouths are full of razor sharp teeth. They've almost got like an impish type body to it, almost like a bat, where you can sort of see the body of a bat with the legs and the hands, but these wings then that would wrap around. As it gets towards the back end of the creature itself, you can see that these are like long spines that are forming the tail and coming down towards the tail, as the tail then sweeps away and comes to a point. These are now sort of all crumpled and dead on the ground, but these are certainly nothing like you've seen before. As you make your way around through the carriage itself seems empty. You'd already had a look at the devil anyway. You find... One second. I don't know why this has decided that it's not going to work for me. Let me have a quick look. You take a look and you find that the driver who is slumped, he's not really wearing anything that's lavish. He's got sort of like working sort of hard wearing pants on. He's got like a simple stitched shirt, bit of a tunic over the top. Well presented, but he just looks like your average. Let's have a look. You can see let's have a look. Just wear like what would be like an inside sort of breastplate.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry, not breastplate, but where his breast would be like an inside sort of pocket, and you can feel that there's something hard there.
I want to pull it out.
Yeah, you you pull out a silver spoon, and the spoon is immaculate in terms of its appearance. It's polished, it's clean, and you can see that as the spoon extends down to the bottom of the handle, you can see that it's been embossed with quite a lavish letter C, and then around the C is like bits of like what look like leaves of ivy, quite small around the lettering itself.
Okay. I will just pocket it for now.
Okay. But other than that, you don't really find a great deal.
Can I steal a spine of the spine devil?
Yeah, just make a. I'd say make a medicine check.
Probably not. 2 minus 2.
Yeah, these are really difficult to get in, and it does feel almost like it feels like a bone. It feels like this is not grown externally like you would like a hide of an animal, but protruding itself from whatever this creature is.
Alright, so I think... I don't know if you want to have a look around anymore, Thorin, but I think we need to find out... Get out of here, because this is a scene of a crime, and try and find out where our mates have gone.
Yeah, definitely. Can we see anybody? Is like Negan, Ulfgar, and nearby?
No, not from where you are. No.
Have we got any idea? Looking around, can I tell any sort of indication of where everyone may have gone?
You know because you were there as they ran off, which way they were heading.
We watched him run off into the crowd. Yeah.
Yeah.
Take off that way, keep our eyes peeled.
Yeah.
As you do, Tavish, you're the first to hear it. No, sorry, no, you're not. Thorin, as you turn around the corner, you're the first to hear the shrill whistles of the city watch. Not too close, but you can hear that it's getting louder and it's coming from multi directions.
Yeah, let's get out of here. Start pushing through that crowd. Asking people to point where they went.
It's a little bit thicker where you are because you've still got the spectators who have watched you in and around the carriage itself. But as you break through them, you can see that's only the sort of forefront.
Yep.
And it's really thinned out now. You can just sort of see that Ulfgar and Negan just sort of further up along the road.
Yeah, I'll run up to catch up to them.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Negan then and Ulfgar. Just roll a perception check with advantage for Negan, please.
Fucking hell, gonna need another one after that. Okay, 20. Not natural.
20. He sort of looks at you, and then he looks over at this grate, seeing the purple light that's emanating from this gate itself, and he sort of gives you this nod as you sort of move over. Thorin, you see them heading over in that direction, and you also see the light on this gate. So, Ulfgar, Negan, as you make your way over to the gate, what do you want to do?
Yeah, we'll just sort of look at each other and give each other sort of a knowing nod, and Ulfgar says, "Who's going first?"
Negan doesn't even acknowledge that. He just makes his way straight down taking a couple of steps at a time with his his large strides. Obviously, being within a closed room with nowhere to go other than down, he mounts onto the ladder and starts handballing his way down. Isla. Yeah. As Negan comes to the bottom, just being in this sort of tight room, he makes a bit of a splash and sort of loses balance a little bit into one of the, or not loses balance, but he can't really see where the iron fence was. Sort of loses balance a little bit, and you just sort of hear a creak against the against that iron behind you. Ulfgar, you're still at the top looking down. Negan sort of looks up and then he disappears out of view.
Ulfgar just sort of chuckling to himself, and then goes to make his way down as well.
Okay, and then Thurin, Tavish, you're following as well, yeah? Same again, making your way down into the lower sewer area from the street. Isla, at the corner of this dogleg, moving up to it. You're on mute, I think.
Shouldn't be.
Yeah, you're okay now.
Yeah, I'm got it going.
As you get to the dogleg, you hear the splash and the crash, and turning around, you see Negan's head pointing round. And although he can't really see you, well, no, he can. He can make you out, but he can see Lightbringer as being the beacon, and he sort of heads towards you. You can see now that the sewer continues going for as far as your light will sort of take you, but where your light just fades ahead, you can see that on the stone path that you're on, it rises into a small bridge and comes back down. Where it comes back down, that's where your light's just fading.
Seeing Negan come down, I'll be like, "Come on, big man, we need to go." And as he gets closer, I'll cast light on his nice breastplate once again, in like a nice red colour, nice bright red to match his beautiful scales. And I'll say, "Come on, we've got to go. You take the lead. I've got your back."
And he sort of looks down, flexes a little bit, and then he starts to carry on down the pathway. And he comes to this bridge, this sort of like it's not like it's steep or anything. It only spans 15 feet as it just goes over. But as he gets close, from the light of his breastplate, you can see now that on his left there is a archway, another archway, the same height and diameter as the arch that you're in now, the tunnel that you're in, as another branch of this sewer moves off. And as he starts to walk over the bridge itself, you can see that the path just continues down the other side, whereas this sewer itself is probably about 10-15 feet, and then again it doglegs left and you sort of lose sight of where it is, where it's heading.
Okay. Let's 1 second, Megan. I'm just going to take Lightbringer and I'm going to run it over around the floor and just see if I can, the floor on the lower areas and the archways, just to see if I can see any obvious signs of people coming through, whether they turn left or gone through the archway or straight over the bridge.
Okay, make an investigation. 15. What you can see is on the offside, the tunnel side, you can see that there are a series of scrapes on the brickwork. So it's sort of on the top of the brick and then extends down the brick off the side, and you can see that it's mainly in a patch where it's just as the bridge is sort of getting just as it's sort of going up, you can sort of see that there's a couple of scratches. It's not in the middle. It's just sort of on the edge, but it's only faint.
I am going to follow those scratches.
Okay.
Path.
Oh.
What were we going to say?
So from what you can see, there is no pathway in this sewer. This is just water with the same greasy film over it.
Oh, shitballs.
Are we all caught up?
Yeah. It won't take you long to get there.
So I relay that information of what I found to other folks.
So what if we got like a stone archway that looks like it's that's bricked up with.
No, you're in a sewer which is the tunnel itself, but then you have another branch, and the one that you're on, which seems to be the main line of the sewer, it has a path and then a bridge that goes over to keep you on the path. The branch is just a branch; it has no path.
And the marks are on the bridge or the branch?
They're on the bridge, on the edge of the bridge. You can look around for more, but from where you are now, where you're looking, you can just sort of see that they're these sort of scratch marks, little chips and scratches just on the edge of the brick.
Yeah, can I look in this like the similar place on the other branch? It's like similar height, similar.
On the other side of the bridge, you mean?
No, so I'm just trying to get my head around all. So we've come up this main path, to a bridge.
Yeah.
The marks are on the bridge. To our left is another archway, which is another branch.
Yeah. And you can see that the chip marks have come off the bridge where it branches off.
Isla, point your light bringer at the ceiling. Let's have a look what's going on upstairs.
Yeah, I'll point it at the ceiling.
I'm
trying to figure out whether these chip marks are actually on the bridge or by this branch off.
Yeah, so the bridge itself hasn't got like a rail, it's just a stone arch that continues the path. Where the arch is, so if the arch is there and the bridge goes over, here, where they intersect, is where the scuff marks are on the stone edge of the bridge, on the floor of the bridge itself.
Anything on the ceiling for kind of...
As he's moving it around, it just looks like the stone work.
What's the bridge go over?
Over some water. Would I be able to deduce if someone's jumped into the water? Is that what I'm seeing? These scuff marks, or are these intentionally
Someone's come off the edge of the bridge.
Something has made contact multiple times with that. That's like a high worn area with these chips and these scratches of that area. Just in that area, the rest of it looks like it's all right. But just as that tunnel opens up and the bridge goes over, that's where all the scuffs are, just on that edge.
Yeah, so the tunnel is alongside the bridge.
Yeah.
So it looks like someone's gone down off that edge and headed down that tunnel.
Can I find any stones or loose stones, about the size of the palm of your hand, on the floor?
Yeah, there's bits of stonework, not necessarily on the bridge, just off it, but there's little bits and pieces.
Anywhere around it. So I'm going to find one that's like the size of the palm of my hand.
Yeah.
I am going to pull my sling out of my pack. I'm going to take the light off Negan and put it onto this pebble.
Yeah.
And I'm going to pull it back on this sling and pizzang it fucking down that way.
So where are you on the bridge? The tunnel that you can see, the branch, we'll call it, Yeah, that dog leg's off to the left.
So I'm gonna send it down that branch where it looks like these.
So you're gonna have to. You're gonna go over the bridge to where Negan is, and then try and look as far left as you can.
Yeah, well, I'd say it's hard to visualize it, but yeah, wherever that scuff mark is, and what looks like anyone could go that way. For example, I'm gonna go to a point where I can
Yeah, we can get it. Okay,
fire
well,
this.
all right. Just make an attack roll as you normally would, and let's just see what the value is of that.
Dex plus proficiency in it. 14, 17, 18, 19 to hit.
You can see, as you illuminate
Microphone.
same glow, you see that you managed the shot off as you wanted. You didn't get it too high. You didn't get it too high that you were going to hit the brickwork. You managed to get it nice and straight. As you can see now, this is in a flash. I want you to make a perception check because you're picking things up in a
15.
1 sec.
Anyone with some ideas? Do you think they're down that way?
I'm gonna,
you
when I
think
get
they'll
a sec, I'm
put
gonna
it
try and investigate the marks and possibly jump down into the water if I figure out it's not too fast flowing.
This is the one time I didn't bring fucking water walking.
Right, 15. You can see that you managed to get it in quite a straight line. What is the range on it?
It's got two ranges, hasn't it? I'll have to get out of the place when books have taken it off me.
You know what? It won't matter. You'd make it with
say,
that anyway.
I want to say it's like 2060 or something like that.
Yeah. Okay. So you see that it opens as you fire it. You manage to make a line which dissects the actual dogleg itself, but you see again the far wall. So from where you are, it's straight. It doglegs left, and then it goes straight again. And you can see as this stone makes its way over, brilliantly lit, it just lands in the oily liquid. And you see the bright light just under the surface for a second, and then it slowly dies as it's then engulfed and it sinks to the bottom. No light coming from it after that.
Okay.
Do we all see that?
Isla would see it. It'd be hard for you all to get there and see that.
Yeah. What's the water like under the bridge? Like, how is it fast flowing? Have any idea how deep it might be?
Depth, no. It's quite oily, quite viscous. It's greasy. It stinks. You are really trying to not bring up your breakfast.
If I hang over the side of the bridge and investigate where those marks were and see where they go, or if there's any further of them, or just have a closer look.
All the markings that you've seen Isla stop by are pretty much vertical along the stone itself. So almost as if something's been dropped or dragged multiple times, that sort of thing.
Straight down off the side of the bridge or along the edge of it?
The edge of the bridge. So it's like where
like
you've got
the
brick on the corner, it's sort of taking the chips off the corner, and you've seen where it's sort of scuffing the side of the bridge, the brickwork itself. The bridge itself allows the water freely underneath. So as much as it's able to, or seemingly move around, the water passes through. So both of these, the branch is connected to the main sewer itself. What do you guys want to do?
What'd you see, is there?
Just see that the path continues, but the water looks pretty deep because the stone sunk straight to the bottom of it.
To be fair, it was losing light almost when it went in. You know what I mean? As it started just get a little bit deeper, just the light was just swallowed by the murkiness of the water.
Okay.
Should we go down there?
How
and have a
wide
look?
is the stream?
The stream itself is 5 foot.
Should we go down there and have a look?
So just for a second, Isla, point the light bringer at the water straight underneath the bridge. I'm going to use I'm going to cast shape water and just try and immediately change the flow of the water and move a 5-foot cube of it out of the way to see if we can see to the bottom of the river that's kind of running. Eyes down for a full house whilst I do that, and ask for my colleagues to help me see what's happening whilst I focus on the spell.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll keep an eye out.
No, I think. Yeah.
But do that, and what can we see?
Yeah, as you part the water and you manage to make a sort of circular shape appear, you can see that the floor of the sewer is about 1.5 feet below the water.
Okay.
It's not too deep, which is probably part of the reason why the flow of the water isn't great. It's sort of pooling in this area. But you can see that there's a lot of silt. Like this has been like just
Gross.
sludge and silt that's just been built up over so long.
Let's go down there and have a look, see if there's any indication of anyone going down there.
Yeah, I'm with Thorin on this, and I jump.
Okay. You guys splash into the water and it knocks you sick. It's vile, and you probably know that you're gonna have to burn clothes after it. It is disgusting. But as you start to head down that way, you come to the dog legs left, and then it straightens out again and puts you on an east bearing. And you can see that just by is Lightbringer still lit, is it?
Yeah, I'd probably have it in the hills or something, but
Yeah,
I'll have reignited Negan's. No, I'm going to jump in. I'd probably try to light him up as well.
Right, okay. Yeah, Negan follows. Obviously, you're in this a lot deeper than anyone else is. But yeah, as you come and it sort of straightens out, you can see that you're in a long, dark tunnel.
Okay. As we're making our way along this tunnel, I'm gonna keep an eye out on the walls, just to see if we can see any, any traps, or if there's any doors or like insects that recede into the wall or something like that.
As you make your way down, you can sort of see that the brick colour, about 40 feet from where you are, it just slightly off. The mortar, again, just a slightly different colour from what you can see. Just something about it you just don't like. Ulfgar, as you come down as well, you can see that as well. You can see that it doesn't really match up. Just make perception checks for Isla and Ulfgar.
17.
14.
Isla, you can see that on your on the left hand side, you can see that this patch of brickwork doesn't really sort of sync up. But what does get your attention is a sort of plaque above, and you can't read it until you sort of bring Lightbringer up, just holding above your head just to see what's written there, and you see the word Troll Skull.
What the fuck?
Ulfgar, you can see that on the other side of the wall, or the other side of the tunnel from where Isla is, you can also see that the brickwork doesn't really sync up and doesn't match up. I just want everyone just roll perceptions. Can you roll a perception for Negan as well, please?
Yep.
20. Not natural.
15.
Negan's is 15.
Okay, Isla, now you've got a heightened sense of just trying to spot anything. You can see that further down, what would be another 60 feet on your right, is a recess in the wall in the right hand side. Only ever so slight, just on the very, very edges of your light now. And you can sort of see that there is a soft glow coming from it, as if there was a door further down.
Okay. Well, guys, as much as I really want to go through this door which says Troll Skull, might be one to come back for another day. Some light coming from down there. I don't know what you think.
Does that troll skull correlate in any way to us thinking that we'd not travelled anywhere near close enough to be anywhere near our troll skull that we know, have we? We're miles away.
Can I
Yeah, follow the light. Yeah.
Can I touch the wall there? Does it feel solid?
Which side? The Troll Skull side.
Troll skull side.
As you touch it, you, without really having to put too much weight on it, you feel that there is a slight shift in the brickwork.
Could we split up and like two of us go through the troll school door and three of us go to the light?
Don't think we need
Well,
to go through here now. It's all blocked up at the minute. But
Follow the light. We need to catch up with Obo and this stone.
yeah, whoever's come down here is coming in a rush, so they're not going to have time to build something back up.
Onwards then.
Tavis, you need to lead.
Go. Take the lead. Follow. Head towards the light.
Okay. As you head down that way, you can see that there is a steel or iron gate, very similar to the layout of the gate that you see when you first ascended from the ladder. This one has got a gate on it, but it's very closed, but it's very rusted.
How far beyond that is the light?
You can see that where you are, we're peering in. There is a tunnel of probably about 20 feet, and then it sort of opens up into a bit of a room.
Okay. I think we need to try and be quiet here, guys.
Yeah, I just place my hand on Tavis and say to Thorin, can you do that mending thing? Can you make these hinges like better so they're not rusty and creaky?
I mean, I can try. It's for fixing things. I don't know whether it makes stuff new.
Well, you can try it and get it back to what it was. Give it a go. If not, we'll just have to go through it.
I'm just trying to think if Prestidigitation might be better just to lube it up a little bit.
What are you doing?
Do one or the other, mate.
Does it look rusty?
Yep.
Oh, rusty. I'll give mending a go, see if mending takes away any of the rust, and if it doesn't, I will use prestidigitation to try and clean it.
Yeah, you well, would you be able to cast it on what, the whole door or specific? You got 2 hinges.
Yeah, I can try it on the hinges.
Right. Okay.
I'll try it on one and then.
Negan kicks down the door.
I was gonna say, is it...
Well, that's out now. That's out now. He's done it. Negan's kicked it. Yeah, I'd say that. I'd say that you. I'd say that where it would look crooked and bent and battered, it now looks newer.
Okay.
It looks.
I was sneak through that door.
I try and open the... Try and pick the... Was it locked? I try and open that door quietly.
No, it was slightly ajar.
Yeah, I just try and quietly sneak through the door.
Is this gate on the same side as Troll Skull?
No.
No, it's on the opposite side.
Yeah.
So, thank you.
Yeah. So you. So what are you doing? Are you just wanging it open? You slowly open it? What are you doing?
As quietly as possible.
Just roll a straight stealth check.
18.
18. The work on the hinges seems to have dampened down a lot of the sound. It doesn't really make much of a noise as you manage just to push it open. There's a little bit of a creak, just in terms of the rest of the metal and the metal that's actually built into the wall itself. But yeah, you manage just to open it quite quietly, ready for the rest of the party, and you step out of the sewer and onto the ledge. The water's only just sort of not lapping, but just sort of a couple of inches into the stone before it's dry itself. Let's have a look. Just need to clarify something.
And if we were to walk past that gate, how far does it carry on going? As far as we can see.
No, it's 20 foot, and then it sort of opens out into what looks like a wider space.
Okay.
So, can I have some marching orders for going through into this tunnel, into this passageway?
I will go first, and I will try and stealth ahead if the others are happy to wait a bit behind.
Tavis, okay. Who's next?
Negan.
Negan.
I'll be behind the big man.
Islet.
He's my shield.
Who's next?
Okay. I'll go at the back.
Thorin.
Take out the rear.
Ulfgar.
Hey, come on, old man.
Okay.
Can I just check who's got what sending stones? I've got sending stone 1. Anybody else know what they've got?
I have sending stone 2, which goes to Negan. Isla's got 1.
Okay.
Okay. Right. So, Tavis, we'll say we'll keep your 18 as your stealth. Okay. Can you make a Constitution saving throw, please?
Oh shit, we didn't check for traps.
It's 11.
Okay.
It's a trap!
Cheers, Obo.
Okay. Negan, roll a Constitution check for Negan for us, please.
14.
Okay.
Is it check or a saving throw?
Sorry, no, it's a saving throw. Sorry.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Did you do that for Negan? Was it saving throw at the top? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Yep.
still D20, isn't it? You just add the modifier, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Is he
Isla?
proficient? Because he'd get another +1 because he's level 6 now, wouldn't he? So his proficiency will have gone from 2 to 3.
Yeah.
Natural 20!
Thorin?
Constitution, yeah?
Yeah.
20, not natural.
Okay. Ulfgar?
25.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Can you roll a stealth check for Negan?
I can. Okay. 19.
Okay. Isla?
Yep, there's the 1. That's a big fat 2 plus 2.
Thorin?
What else was that one? 10.
Ulfgar?
Natural 20. Tell you what, I'm bashing out the high
Absolute
numbers.
god
today.
rolls there.
Fucking hell. Well happy with that.
It's because he's in charge of
Okay.
Negan.
Isla's
Spirit of
just,
Negan.
Isla's just swallowed a little bit of shit.
Okay. So, yeah, you can see that there's like 20 foot, and then the room sort of opens out in front of you, Tavis.
Okay, I'll just try and sneak up quietly to the sort of opening of the room and see what I can see.
Right, you can see that on your left there is a doorway. This has been closed. The room, once the passageway comes to an end at 20 feet, there's another 15 feet of room, 15 by 15 foot. On your right, you can see that there are some like sort of long, narrow slits in the wallway, which look through is where you can see the light emanating through into this passageway, this dim light. For Isla, Negan, and for Thurin, you recognise these types of slits when you were searching for Floon in the sewers the last time. They were guarded by Kenku. And you have seen this sort of brickwork before. As you sort of come to the edge of this tunnel where this door is and it opens out, you can see that this wall that was alongside you on your right is just that. It's just a wall. It's just a partition within a much larger room. Clearly some sort of guarding post.
Are there wet footprints? Can I see if there's a trail of wet footprints like leading out of the sewer thing and into this room in any direction in particular?
The room itself is like the floor on it is quite dirty, and you can see that there is a trail of dirt so it doesn't go into the corners. It's not like an even coverage across the floor. It's kind of like an arc that goes back around this wall. Like there has been some traffic.
There's a closed door to the left, and then this arc of footprints around to the right, which looks like potentially as some sort of guard post.
What would have been a guard
Okay,
post?
okay.
Yeah. Or it doesn't. You're in a room that's not occupied currently.
Yeah. Okay. And everyone's like, caught up. We're all bunched together, kind of thing.
Yeah. You're all in single file at this point.
I'm gonna do a little investigation on the door to the left and try and check it for traps.
Okay.
There's an investigation roll, is it?
Be an investigation.
It's not great. 7.
1 sec. You don't think it doesn't look like you can't see anything on it as it stands.
Cool. I'll try and open it. That's what I thought how this would do.
You reach for the handle. The door doesn't seem to be locked or anyway. You click it and just push it open, and you can see that this is just it's a small room. It's a 10-foot by 15-foot room, just scattered with shit in the corner, just bits of old, bits of wood and just things that have been left behind. Looks like it could have been part of a storeroom at one point, but at this time empty.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything in here. Suggest we push forward down the corridor, but I'll have a quick route around in that room just in case.
Make a make a perception actually.
11.
Yeah, just going behind the door, into the corners, just scattering whatever's on the floor with your foot. You can't really see. There's nothing in there that you can see that's of any interest.
Cool. On my way out, quietly kicking myself proverbially, I'm going to cast Mage Hand and just have it up around me.
Okay. Isla and Ulfgar, you can hear. You first catches your attention as whispers, and what sounds like children talking, and the rest of you start to pick up as this starts to get louder, and then there is what sounds like crying, like sobbing, not coming from very far away.
You guys hear that?
Yeah, the kids, we've got to go. I'll head in the direction I can hear the kids.
You feel that the whole area starts to shake, and as it does, there's like trickles of dust that come from the brickwork above you into your eye and around your mouth, and there is a rumble and then what feels like a blast and a big shake. You hear a lot of screams coming from beyond this room, round the corner from where the guard post is. The rumbling comes to a stop. You get that high pitched white noise sound in your ears, very similar to magic that you've heard of that sort of percussive nature. Really quite loud in this area, and as that starts to subside, you can hear now the children that are really panicked and screaming.
Do I recognise what that spell was?
Make an Arcana check.
Which way does this path go off to? Is it left or right?
Only a 6.
So you sort of comes back round on yourself where that wall is, where the guard wall would be, and as you come back round on yourself, it's on your left. So, and you came down the passage, it was right. You've come back round, and then it goes right. Or goes left, sorry. Does that make sense? Do you want me to clarify that?
Yeah, no, makes sense. And head down that passage, trying to be stealthy.
You come into a room, which looks like at one point it was a small room, probably about 15 feet, but you can see that the wall itself, within the centre, what would have been like a partition wall, is rubble. In and amongst that rubble, sort of standing both sides of it, is a group of children, mainly boys. There's a few girls, ranging in age from 5 all the way up to 12, 13, in rags, sort of together, crying. You sort of see that they are huddled and they've really got frightened expressions on their face.
A motion to the rest of the team to say that we need to calm these kids down, find out what they're doing down here. I'm not the calming face that they want to see. Someone go up, friendly and smiling.
I'll go up. And I'll go up to the one that's probably whimpering the least. The one that's
You
one
sort of see
looks
that there's
like it's semi holding it together.
you can sort of see that there's a sort of an older boy, probably about 11 or 12, and you sort of see he's got his hand on the shoulder. He's like, shush, shush, like trying to calm people down. But the really young ones are sort of really, really crying. You can sort of see that this room now sort of opens up. What would have been originally 2 rooms is now sort of got this, where the wall is, where like the main post would have been in the middle, like sort of 2 sort of cutouts, various sort of rubble and debris on the floor, where it's worn and become one room. Yeah, and you can sort of see that this boy is sort of standing in amongst them all.
I'll go over to him and say, hi, my name's Thurin. We're here to help us. What are you doing down here?
He sort of backs away and he backs everyone away. He goes, you stay back, you stay back. And you sort of see that he's really jittery. Like, he's looking around quite startled.
I just put my hands up and say, we're here to help. And I'll get some rations out and I'll hold them out.
Just make a persuasion with advantage, because they are hungry.
14.
14. He sort of looks, and you can sort of see that there's this like dilemma in his expression, between wanting to do the right thing, which is protecting everybody and moving everyone away from you, and the fact that they are young and they are starving. And he quickly takes it and he starts passing it first to the really young kids. It doesn't really get that far through everyone. There's probably around 12 or 13 of these kids in this space, and he passes it to them, and you can sort of see that the sobs start to subside a little bit, and they start to eat bits of bread and whatever else you've given them as part of your rations. And he sort of looks at you.
While he's passing it out, I'll get out some more.
Okay.
And once
no sooner you get it out, he's taking it off you and he's passing it round. You can
Anybody...
sort of see now that. What's that?
I was just gonna say to him, is anybody hurt?
No. They've taken that. They've taken that.
Taken that. Okay. Where have they taken that?
I don't know. It's just this man came in. He was just an old man, and she didn't know what she was stealing. He just took her.
What did she steal?
I don't know. It wasn't gold. It was just like a stupid stone. Anyway, he came in and another one came in and started yelling. Anyway, he just picked that up and he was really strong and he just went. He went through there, went out the back.
What are you guys doing down here?
What do you mean? What we're doing down here?
Why are you here?
Well, this is where we live.
Okay.
I say I want to go and look at the back as well.
At this point, he sort of looks you up and down now, like, you know, who are you sort of thing, and you sort of see that there is a bit of a chip on the shoulder, and you can sort of see that he is malnourished. You know, he is scruffy and dirty. It's like you sort of check around and you can sort of see, not from where you are, you'd have to go through the wall and the rubble of the wall to get into the next room.
So I'm gonna head that way. As I walk past, I'm gonna chuck the oldest kid a shit-covered lemon.
When life gives you lemons, make lemonade.
So I'm gonna chuck him a lemon and say, "Suck on that," and then I'm gonna go and have a look at where he pointed and see what I can see.
So when you stride through into the next room, you can sort of see that this has been made as homely and as cozy as people with nothing could probably make something, and it's done in a real Lost Boys childlike manner. You can see that there's an area where there is what looks like a worn, ripped, torn rug in the corner, where there's a couple of books which have lost their bindings and are worn, which are just sort of neatly piled up. And although there is children living here, this does look like there was an element of order in there. There is an area which looks like it was used to prepare food, and it has been kept. You're sort of looking at it with probably a modicum of respect for people living in such a condition. But what you can see at the directly opposite, in the opposite corner, or not quite in the corner, but you can see that there's an opening which goes into what looks like another room behind it. But in the wall directly sort of facing you, you can sort of see that there's another archway with what look like the steps which descend out and go into another open space behind it.
Okay. I'll tell everyone what I've just seen, and then I think we should go this way. I'm gonna stroll back to the oldest boy. I'm gonna take out 10 gold, and I'm gonna say to him, "You're clearly living in a shithole. If you want to live some type of good life, take this gold, get yourself passage to Philandon, see a woman called Sister Grail, and get yourself a job in the mines. Turn around and fucking go through that door."
Okay. He takes it. He looks at it like he's just picked up the lottery ticket. He sort of stares at everyone. What do the rest of you do?
How many children are there?
Probably about 12 in
I don't know,
total.
but he's spending on drugs, isn't he?
I'd like to follow. I'd like to go up to the kid as well.
Take the 10 gold off him.
Oh yeah,
Trip him
Stealth
up into
check.
this shit.
Sleight of hand.
Slight and double down and tell him to try and take the kids with him. Just do your best. Get out of here. You might not be able to go very far, but you can buy somewhere safe and warm for at least a little bit.
These kids are fucking minted.
They're doing all right. Well, there's a lot of them.
So So you've
Oh,
given him
minus
10,
10.
and then how much have you given him?
Double down, -10 as well.
I gave him fucking 10 for all the kids.
Well, there's a gold. A gold
We've got
plus
more
each.
gold than Ulfgar now.
Wasn't hard. Was not hard. Got a job, but doesn't work.
Wolfgar's looking around going, yeah, this looks like a comfy place.
A little fixer-upper for Ulfgar.
Yeah, lads, this is where I leave you.
So as you, so is everyone following Isla?
How many other options were there out of here?
So there was, let's see. From what you can see now, from where Isla's striding across the room, he's sort of walking to what would be the back wall. There is an archway on that wall, an archway on the other wall. So quite close together.
Yeah.
And then you can also see where this sort of reading area that they've got, this carpet rug thing they've got. You can also see what is another archway. Ulfgar, Isla, you get the feeling that that's part of the secret worn brick that you've seen on the other side. Just judging by where you are, you get the feeling that that would take you back out into the sewer.
We head the opposite direction to back into the other one.
Yeah, I was just trying to follow the way that would have been taken.
Yeah, I'm gonna take out another 30 gold and give him another 30 gold and say follow the gnome's advice. You'll find good people there.
The gnome's advice.
Isla sees his fucking hoop.
Fight!
I'm gonna pull a ball bearing out and ping it at his head.
Roll the attack.
Natural 20. Let me get my 1d4. That's 6 plus 8 points of damage.
Yeah, he gets you square in the noggin.
Ah, you swine.
Halfling.
Whatever.
I give him a wink.
So, are you all heading in the same direction? Or are you splitting up, or what?
What? Sorry, what? Before we leave, what was your name?
My name's Till, and he's just sort of weighing up this big bag of coin.
Guess it's your day to cash in, Till.
If you
His mate's Teller.
we need to try and get Nat back to him.
Let's give this little. Just want to see what this guy's feelings are at the moment. How's he feeling? Is he feeling like he's gotten away with something? Or is he just feeling fucking delighted he's minted?
Roll an insight check.
19.
19. You don't get a feeling that he's just pulled a scam. You can see that there is lines of worry on his face, concern, fear, and that is a really powerful thing that you're picking up. And you see that even though he's holding this bag of gold, he's now got enough gold to get him and everyone else out of this sewer. You very faintly hear the gold rattling. And he looks over at the corner of the room where the reading area is, and he looks at you, Isla, and he says, "Please don't leave that there."
I look at where he's looking and go over, and what do I see?
Do I
You
hear
see,
him doing this?
yeah, you're all in the room, yeah. Isla, you just, you see that in this corner on this rug is a rocking chair, and then underneath the rocking chair itself is what looks like jade stone just sitting underneath it.
Isla, what have you got?
I pick it up.
As you reach down to grab the stone, the rest of you hear one of the boys saying, "I don't remember us having a rocking chair." Roll for initiative.
Oh, fuck. Can we do battle music? Oh, music.
The music's not working at the minute.
It's dead.
God damn you. I have a total of 8.
You're right in front of it.
I'm gonna die, motherfucker!
I got 13.
That's it. 24.
Right, hang on, those,
I give 10 gold away. And you motherfuckers.
Okay,
Crazy
right,
I
so
was gonna give him 100 at first, so.
I was gonna give him 5 Yorkshire.
I gave him a lemon.
A shitty one at that.
okay.
I'm swimming in the sewer, mate. I'm pretty certain everything we've got's covered in shit.
Yeah, but now my gold says 69.
Right,
Yeah, but see
so
the beautiful view. If you
Who's
die because of the slingshot to the back of the head,
Oh yeah, I need to
he
mark
dies,
that.
he dies.
I didn't mark that down, I need to mark that off. It was 8 damage, wasn't it?
oh yeah, with a natural 20, it's pretty good.
Nice.
Okay, Isla, what do you got
Oh,
for
8.
initiative?
Big 8. Nope.
Okay, Tavis.
24.
Nice.
Okay, Ulfgar.
Sorry, I didn't roll it. So it's D20 plus
Your initiative.
proficiency.
In the middle. No, your initiative in the middle.
Oh, so, okay, well, I've got that's 0, so that's great. So that is 12.
12. Negan.
Sweet. So that is 14.
Okay. Tavis. Sorry, Thorin.
13.
Course. Of fucking course.
That's
Honest to
the
God,
natural one!
every fucking initiative I ever fucking roll.
Now. This is a kids show.
It is.
There are kids present, yeah.
Right. Okay. Right. As you go to reach down at this object that's sitting below, you can see that it doesn't strike you as being jade. It hasn't got any sort of like marbling effect to it. It's got no. It's just an all one colour. It's a sort of greeny, bluey colour, not turquoise like heavily blue, but more green than blue. And you can see that there are 3 circles which look like eyes going down the centre of this sort of oval shape, each one with a lid over the top of each of the eyes, and it is just there. And as you reach down, the rocking chair that's sitting just above it slowly changes. You see that from and this all happens quite quick, you see from the front of the chair come these teeth. From the top of the chair come these teeth again, and the whole back of the chair comes down to attack at you as this tongue lashes from around the teeth. This pseudopod of a sucker on the end of the tooth just comes out to give a whip. Right, Tavis, you're up.
So Isla's not got his hand on it, or did he?
Just as he was going to get his hand, it pounced.
I am gonna fire off Ray of Frost at it.
Okay.
It's an attack roll, I think. Yeah. Uh, 15.
15 hits.
Do I get sneak attack because it's in melee with my...
Yeah. Oh, did you add sneak attack to a spell as well? I'll make a note. I'll add it now, but I'll make a note of that. I wouldn't have thought it would, but...
Once per turn, you can deal an extra 1d6 to a creature you hit with the attack if you have advantage. The attack must be... No, I don't. No, not at all. It's a...
No, the attack must use a finesse or ranged
finesse
weapon.
or ranged weapon.
Okay.
So that does... 5 points of damage.
Okay.
And this is probably not at all relevant. Its speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of my next turn.
Okay. Okay, yeah, so you see all this happen. You see that Isla starts like back away as this thing just lurches for him. You now see that over the back of the chair, which is now leaning forward, this row of red eyes appear, sort of blinking. And you sort of see that the chair sort of like shuffles across the 2 legs as this pseudopod tongue comes out, green, sort of jowls hanging from the side, saliva coming down. Yeah, it's this mimic is pretty grim. Okay.
Sorry, mate, an extra 8 points of damage because I didn't realise when I'm at 5th level it's 2d8.
So another 8, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you give a blast. Now, that's a cone, isn't it?
No, a frigid beam.
It's just a
blue
beam.
light.
That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Right, Negan.
Assuming, sorry, Dallas, I didn't even ask you, I'm within 60 feet.
Yeah, you're within 60 feet, yeah.
Yeah, sound. Sorry, mate.
That's fine. Okay.
Unleash the fury, Negan!
Sorry, yes, absolutely.
Unleash the fury!
Right, let's fucking do this.
Right, have you got your PHB handy? Your player's handbook?
Yes, I've got it right in front of me.
Right, go on to the weapon page because he's got axes, hand axes, so he likes to throw them.
And
I wish that Negan was a barbarian.
I would like Negan to rage.
So cool.
Range of 20 or 60 feet of the hand axe.
Maybe he'll multi-class.
As a barbarian.
Yeah, so he gets +8 to his attack.
Of course he does.
Because he's a
+8.
fucking ledge.
All right, sweet. Yeah, I will. Hand axe. Yeah, I'll chuck a hand axe.
What else has he got? A trident, hasn't he?
He's got
I'm sure.
a lance, a battle axe, and a war hammer.
Yeah, normally
Sure.
has his trident. This is he's moved on since this sheet, so
Yeah, he got rid of his lance. Replace it with a
So-
trident.
All this lance got his trident, but he loves to throw shit and then get his warhammer out and fucking smash it.
following up. It's a bit of a golfer, isn't he? Just likes to smash it as far as he can and then go up to him, leather it again.
With range attacks, is it just pretty much as you would a normal attack? I don't know if I've done one before.
I can't do this.
D20 plus 8, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's his dex one. It's his dex, isn't it?
Rather than straying.
Yeah.
It's a melee weapon, a simple melee weapon, a hand axe, so I think you can use...
We'll just do the +8. We'll just do the +8 for simplicity.
Okay.
Let's put it this way.
alright, sweet.
Negan never misses.
He doesn't miss. So if you miss, you are dog shit.
So that's 21.
21 hits.
And a 6. 8. So that is 11 slash.
Okay.
Slash.
Hold on.
Yep. So he has 2 axes, and he can wield both.
Oh, sweet. I'll do that again then. Spot on.
This is such a Negan thing to do.
21 again. 13 plus 8.
Nice. It's such a Negan. So Negan.
And
He's what
14.
sits on the rocking chair and smokes a pipe.
Yeah. How much damage?
14.
Shit. 14. Okay. Okay, Ulfgar.
Right, now prepare for some shit rolls. Yeah, so I've got my shield out, and I'm going to attack with my battle axe.
Okay.
That is 16 to hit.
16 hits.
And that D8. That is 12 damage.
Okay.
And I've got an extra attack per turn as well, so I'll use that as well if that's okay.
Yeah.
And I'll just do the same again. So that is 16 to hit.
Yeah, hits.
And that's 6 damage.
Okay. Okay, yeah, as you come round wielding this axe, bringing it down, following Negan's 2 axes that have just thunk into what actually sounds like wood, you then come down with your axe and you really just it sort of seems to break and give on one side, but yeah, the tongue is still lashing. Isla?
I would like to disengage, back up 30 feet, and that is all I'm gonna do, because that's all I can do.
Okay. So let me see. Okay, so with that, as Ulfgar, as you see Isla sort of step away and jump back, where this pseudopod was going to lash round and come towards him, it sweeps round towards you.
Okay.
And that's going to be 15 to hit.
Just misses.
Yeah, it just sweeps round out the way. You feel like the spray, like it's just glistening off the end as it just sort of comes round, whasps by your face and whips back round, and you sort of see that it's like sort of getting a bit sort of skittish. Okay, Tavis.
Cool. So everyone's disengaged from it, haven't they? Have they?
Ulfgar hasn't, no.
How far away am I?
Still in melee.
Either way, I'm going to take a shot at it with my... Get
I
the short
haven't had
bow
a go
out,
yet.
take a shot.
Ooh,
Yeah.
You haven't had a go.
No,
Oh,
you missed it. It should have been before me.
Yeah, it should
Should
have
have been
before.
Thorin before
Ulfgar.
Ulfgar.
Yeah, sorry. My bad.
That's right. So it's within 30 feet of me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so I'll run over to it on the way, taking out the Staff of Withering. And I will use a bonus action to cast Shillelagh.
Shalala.
And the staff inside the hand will start to glow. And then I will make an attack with it.
Okay. Roll your attack.
So Shillelagh means I can use my charisma modifier, so strength.
Nice.
18.
18 definitely hits.
And with the staff, can I do more than one charge, or is it just one charge per hit?
I think you can dump more charges into it.
Okay.
Let me just have a look to clarify. Let's see. Oh no, you dump. Yeah, you dump one into it. You got 3 charges, haven't you?
Yeah. So I can only dump one.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's 6 points of bludgeoning damage, 4 points of necrotic, and 3 points of fire.
Okay. What was the bonus action, by the way, that you could change it? What was that?
I used Shillelagh.
Oh, the Shillelagh is it? The Shillelagh, yeah.
There you are.
Yeah, I'll look at that in a sec. Yeah. As you bring down, you turn the Staff of Withering round. You bring it, the hand now raised above your head and glowing bright, and you bring it down onto the mimic. The mimic lets out this like this high pitched squeal, like something caught in a fire, and it sort of shrivels back, almost like compressing on itself with the necrotic force of the staff. As it falls back into the corner, just sort of crumpling and sort of returning to its sort of semi-revealed state, more mimic than it is chair, but you can sort of see that there are glimpses of it sort of forming these angles and whatever else as you kill that mimic. As you bring the staff down, and the staff touches the floor, and you just sort of hold that energy, that magical energy within you. You see the hand itself sort of grasp tight and then unleash, or just relax again back to its normal form, and you hear the words, "Excellent."
Oh shit, it's fucking sentient.
Who heard that? Just Thorin.
No, it was audible. Just make a perception check.
My perception dog shit.
Excellent.
13.
Yeah, I'd say you would hear it.
I mean, 2 things, Thorin. That stuff cool, but what?
Little busy.
Who was that? You were busy. You know.
Is there anything else? Is it dead? Are we out of combat?
Yeah, it's out of combat. As you look down, Thorin, you can see what Isla seen. This green stone shape on the floor.
Get that motherfucking stone!
How about I try Mage Hand?
I can pick it up with the staff. It's got a hand, right?
Got a hand, apparently it's got a mouth. I don't know.
The hand is back to its sort of original state.
Semi-killed. I was only joking.
I just can't pick up a stone.
As you go to pick it up, you hear Till say, "Wait, no, Nat picked it up."
Let me try Mage Hand.
And what
I
happened
reach
to Nat?
Eh?
And what happened to Nat?
She screamed. She had a vision. She seen a monster. I've never seen her like that before.
And
I
where
reach
is she
out.
now?
We were just calming her down. We just started to calm her down. I mean, well, I picked the pocket, and it didn't hurt me, but well, that's our leader, and I wanted to give it to her. And she likes stuff like that, trinkets and stuff. And well, when I passed it to her, it's like she had a shock or something. She just started screaming. She'd seen something. A monster in the dark. It was. She dropped it, but she didn't look right. Her eyes were bloodshot. She was panicked. And that's when he came in. He came in. He seen her. He grabbed her. And then the other one too. He just came running in. And they both left. She dropped the stone. I don't even think he knew. Just be careful with that, mister.
I'm gonna use Mage Hand to try and pick it up.
Who did you take it off?
The old man.
The old man running through. Okay.
Yeah, you can use Mage Hand. You pick it up.
Thorin, how about we put it in the bag of holding?
Yeah, sounds like a good idea.
Open.
Drop it in, yeah.
We can investigate it later when we're a bit safer. Where do you think your friend Nat has gone? Which way did they go?
But did you hear that? Did you hear that sound? It
Yeah,
came from
yeah,
that
yeah.
way. They went through the back. And he points to where Isla was heading towards the stairs.
And what did the two of them look like? I describe Obo and say, did one of them look like Obo?
Well, yeah, he came running afterwards.
And the first one was like
An
a
old tiefling. I don't know.
tiefling guy, yeah. Okay, how old is Nat? What does she look like?
She's a year older than me. She's like 13.
She's not 20.
No. But she looks after us. She's really kind to all of us. She tells us what to do. She reads to the young ones. She cooks.
Okay. We will do our best to help her. Guys, where can we send these kids that's going to be safe, and we can try and reconnect them with Nat later on.
Could they get back to Troll School, maybe? Can we get them back there?
Could try that, but it's becoming, we might start having a bit of a target on our heads. How about the House of the Holy Hands? Would that be somewhere that they'd like at least show them to somewhere safe?
Yeah, the House of the Holy Hands might take them. Just to hold them for now.
Or even just direct them to somewhere, and then we can get directions from there. It's just. I feel like breaking a link in the chain might be good.
What do you think, Isla? Do you think the father would hold them till we get there?
Don't know. Maybe.
He doesn't have to hold them. He just has to direct them somewhere. And if we give your name, you and him are tight, he'll be like, right, I understand this is probably worth doing. And they can pay their way. The church always needs money. It's the best we got. We've got to think on our feet and we've got to get after Obo. Do we? If we got the stone, do we need to do this? Are we done? Mission accomplished?
I mean, it would be nice to speak to Obo.
We spoke to him. He's carried on running away after this stone, which he's now missing.
I was about to say it's our stone. Hopefully it's this stone.
Are we safe? Have we got a chance to figure that out here?
I think that's what you want to do. Do you want to carry on after Obo, or what do you think, Negan?
Sorry. I think we should carry on after him. I think these guys, these kids, will be safe enough here for now, and this is probably where they feel most comfortable. And I think time is of the essence with this guy, and I think we should go on after him as soon as possible. That's where the danger is.
Yeah, but the City Watch might be directed down here after the public send them down here.
The whole reason we came down here was to go after the stone. We've got it now.
Yeah, but if we find this guy, we could ask him what he was planning to do with it. Who he was going to give it to.
Okay, let's go then. Whatever we do needs to do it quick, 'cause they were making haste. We've been stalling here long enough. Isla, you cool?
Yeah, I think we need to leave. I think we made a big commotion on the outside. Maybe it's better if we left in pairs via different exits if possible.
What do you want to do? Do you want to go back to Troll Skull? Or after Obo?
I don't see what we gained from going after Robo. We were after the stone. I know you guys want to maybe see him and have a chat with him. But we've got the stone, if this is the stone.
Is there any way for us to figure that out? Anyone got anything that can help us?
We had a description of it. It's a green stone.
3 eyes. Yeah, it looks like that.
Yeah.
Jade.
I'll send you a picture to make it easier.
In the shape of an aboleth.
An aboleth.
Yeah, the only place I can think of sending the kids is the Holy Hands or the Florists. And then we can tie up with it. But are we just going to leave Nat?
I think we've got to go after her. No.
Oh, it looks great.
Could take 10 minutes. You know, could be just
Let's
around the
go.
corner.
Let's go after Nat. Let's try and get a good description of her.
Yeah,
What was the kid's name? Tan? No.
Till.
Till.
Hill. Hill, give us your best description of Nat. We're gonna go and try and find her.
Yeah, he just describes a 12-year-old girl. She's tall, very skinny, very slim, from malnourished, from what you can gather. sort of straw-like hair, blonde hair, unkept. Yeah, that's basically why he gives you that description.
How would we get her to believe us that we're helping you? Give us something we can tell her that would make us believe her. Believe us. Make her believe us.
He hands you like a sort of wooden carved sort of statue, which looks quite holy in nature. It's you can sort of see that there is like a wing sort of outline at the back, like they're folded down. It's all very rudimentary, and he says, "She made this for me, for luck."
Okay, well, I know what it looks like now. You hang on to it. I'll explain that to her. We'll bring her back. We'll do our best.
And you see he takes it and he puts it in with the coins in the bag, and he pulls the drawstring tight to keep it safe.
Keep some of the coins separate, just in case.
And he sort of nods, and then the rest of the kids start to look at him with some expectation. And he says, "You won't be able to go that way. They destroyed the stairs." And he sort of points through to where the steps start to sort of go down. Him and the other boys go back the way you came in. They start to gather some stuff and head out that way.
Which way should we go? What's the quickest way?
Who you talking to? Till?
Asking Till. Sorry, yeah, asking Till. Sorry.
There's two ways. Through here, and he points to where you believe the secret door is. The other side, there's another door. You can go through, and that'll take you into a room with another set of steps. It comes out in a back alley, or you go back out and follow the sewer under the bridge, and then you turn right. You can make your way out. That's the way we came in from the crowd. That's where I stole it. The stone, I mean.
Yeah, don't go that way.
Good job. Don't go back out that way. Crown's guard everywhere. Okay, we need to head secret doorway, I think. Agreed?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, head towards the secret door. Or the... yeah.
You manage to just sort of unlatch it, and it sort of pulls, but it only opens just wide enough for Negan to get through. And you can see that directly outside it's just black. The oily surface of the water glistening in there. What light is coming from that room?
I'll head in.
Into the water, yeah?
I'll do a quick shape water, just clear the path initially, just so I can check like how deep it is, what's on the bottom, and then yeah.
Well, you've already walked through it anyway, but as you shape, yeah. But yeah, as you shape the water, you can see that it moves aside, giving you a clear path. It's only 5 foot in terms of its width anyway, so you manage just to shape that out so there is no water as you cross towards the other door. Again, you see the sign above saying Troll Skull.
Okay, yeah, try and head that way, try that. Is it a door? Secret door? We already leant on it and it gave way a bit, didn't it? So.
Yeah, it just grinds like brick on brick. You get that sort of grinding sound.
Just before then, try and fully open it. Can I check and see if there's any traps to it?
Yeah.
That's rolling investigation.
Is it investigation? Yeah, I think it's investigation. Yeah.
It's rubbish anyway. 10.
You don't feel anything untoward. It feels like the grinding of stone on stone.
Push through then.
Yeah, as you push through, what light have you got?
I don't know if I don't have any light on me. I do have dark vision. And then whatever anything else anybody else from the party has.
I'd probably have light up.
Still got the mace.
Tavis, as you walk into this room, this room is cold and it's dark, and you have to wait for the others to come across before you can see much of whatever's in there. Are you all going over? Yeah.
I've got a Megan now.
As you go over, you're in the southeast corner of a large room. You can see that this room is empty, derelict, and you can see that there are 4 pillars of various state in terms of where that are in the centre of the room. They are 10 foot apart from each other. That's as you look into that room. On your right hand side, you can also see that this wall is in disrepair as well, much like the one in the previous room. There's another 2 pillars which are sort of standing, that were holding up this wall, this partition wall between what looks like 2 rooms. It's now sort of crumbling. As you walk along, you can sort of see that there are holes, and you can view what's in the next room. As you make your way in, opposite that wall, so over on your left, in the centre of the room, on the wall on your right, on your left, on the far end, in the centre, you can see what looks like a small plinth, like an altar type, almost like a bird bath, if you like. It's just like a slim pillar with like a piece that's on top, and it's kind of like a bowl underneath, and it goes into this ornate stand. In the centre of the room, you can see that the floor is ornately carved, very different to the rest of the stonework that you've seen so far. There is quite a unique and deliberate square pattern in the 10 by 10 foot space between these 4 pillars. Around the pillars themselves, in and around, you can see what look like large skulls. Really big skulls. As you're looking at that, behind you, the wall is crumbled, and you can sort of, the rest of that floor, if you like, you can sort of see through. But it's dark past that wall where the light's not quite shining through.
So the 4 pillars, the 4 skulls, and the altar in the middle.
There is multiple skulls from what you can see.
Right, a pile of skulls, 4 pillars, and an altar in the middle.
The altar is on the far wall. It's on the left-hand side. As you came in, the wall that be on your left, which you're furthest from, you're right up against the right-hand wall. So that would be 40 feet away. And sort of in the centre of the room is this sort of altar, if you like.
Creepy. Is there an obvious exit, an obvious way out?
When you, as you look around where the wall is broken, you can sort of see through into the next room, which is about a third of the size of the room that you're in. You can see that there's another 2 pillars very much in the same keeping as the room that you are in. Between those 2 pillars, there is a staircase that goes up and then up again, heading north.
Okay, so we're in the southwest corner of the first room we walked into.
Yeah.
Where's this? And the altar is on the east wall.
The altar is on the west wall. You're on you've come in on the east wall, the southeast corner.
The altar's on the west wall.
The altar's on the west wall. The carvings and the skulls are in the middle.
Yeah, and the staircase.
On the east wall is where it's damaged and broken.
Yeah.
And then cutting through into that room, you can then see that there is 2 more pillars facing east, Yeah, and a stairs that that are between the two pillars rising up.
Yeah, to the east. Do we want to investigate in here or just try and head on out up the stairs? I mean, this is troll skull. This is what our entire. We gotta have a look around, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna head over to inspect the altar. I'm gonna go and have a snoop around the altar and check if there seems to be any traps around there, or see if I can make out any words or runes or secret, like indentations of changing in stone and stuff like that.
Just roll an investigation.
23.
The carving is quite basic. It looks like it's made out of like a granite. It's not like a marble or anything like that. It's quite a rough stone. It looks like it's seen plenty of wear on the top. It's a lot more smooth than the rest of its main body, but it's kind of it's like a hexagonal to look down on it.
Yeah.
But that's just the rim is just a hexagonal. Underneath it's like a dome, like a ball, like a half
Yeah.
ball, and then that then forms down into the slender stem. And although it's nicely carved, it's nothing that looks, overly special or anything like that. You can't really see anything.
Is it empty?
Yeah.
It's solid from what you can see
Sorry,
looking
as
on
in, like,
top.
the
It's just
top-
it's not like dished inside. It's just a
It's a
flat
plinth
stone.
as
Yeah.
opposed to a.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Question: are they skulls or skeletons? Just skulls.
Just from what you can see, it's just skulls.
I'm just gonna walk past one of them with Lightbringer, light it up, and just touch the skull with it, just to see if there's any reaction, because it gives off radiant damage against undead things.
You bring down Lightbringer down to the skull, and you just touch it at arm's length, and then suddenly nothing happens.
I'm just gonna do that. I'm just gonna walk along a few of the skulls and just give them a little.
Just give them all a little tap. Yeah,
Give 'em all a
they're
little
all and they're all roughly the sort of same sort of shape, size. Some with jaws, others without, but like they've gone over time. But they are not humanoid. They are. This is come from a bigger creature.
Can I go and have a look at the eastern wall and see if I can ascertain in any way why it's so damaged and why it looks broken compared to the rest of the place?
From what you've seen, though, looking at the other room that you were in with the kids, that you can sort of see that
Fairly.
this is an old part of the complex itself in terms of the buildings and the sewers and whatever else. It doesn't look like it's been deliberately knocked down. This looks like it's just something that's crumbled over time. The centre wall, if you like, between the two pillars has gone first, but then the outer walls, which connect the pillars then to the exterior walls, they have got holes in them and they are damaged. They're just not as deteriorated as the one in the middle. But it does look like this has been part of some sort of foot traffic or whatever. Obviously, the children knew about it.
I think we'll just press on. I'm going to go and check out the stairs before I start taking those stairs. I'm going to try and do a little check and make sure it's not going to turn into some sort of weird trap.
So, Isla, just while you're going around and tapping the skulls, you can see that there is quite a deliberate pattern, and these skulls have been placed around these grooves, markings. There's also numbers along the outside in what looks to form some sort of grid, sort of pattern between these four pillars. Where the grid sort of intersects, creating squares. Certain squares have got quite elaborate carvings of what look like sort of star shapes. Doesn't seem to be a pattern to them. Seems to be quite sort of random, but certain squares have got a star in, others haven't.
Can I take a quick sketch of it?
Yeah. Just roll a perception.
12.
Okay, your sketch looks something like this.
And what's this a sketch of? Sorry, the markings on a pillar.
No, the floor between the pillars. So, and where the 4 pillars are in the centre of the room, this is carved on the floor. Those are the skulls that are around it.
Alright, okay.
Riddle me this. So, looking at the flooring and the skulls, can I take the 9 skulls, please? And I want to try and arrange them in such a way so that in the grid, where there's, say, 3 skulls, like on the top line, I want to try and, like, you know, make sure that the number of skulls corresponds with the number that's at the top of the lines, like across
Well,
and below.
if you write on your sketch that you've got there where you want the skulls to be placed.
Alright, talk to other people while I fucking riddle shit out. And or other
Wait.
people help.
You talk about columns and rows, otherwise.
Yeah,
It's confusing.
it's basically columns and rows, and I think if we get the skulls in the correct pattern, it's going to reveal maybe 1 star that's left. That's my guesstimate. By the way, if you're going to make a cup of tea, now's probably your time.
Would you like to make cup of teas? Because I'd be gasping for a cup of tea.
I can do a cup of tea while I riddle this out, yeah, if everyone's
Right, okay.
happy to do that.
Yeah, I'm happy to make a brew.
Also, if
Yeah.
anyone's happy to help me riddle this out, please.
I'm happy to
please.
help. Talk to me, so yeah.
Is Ulfgar and Negan part of this, part of trying to work it out?
Well, I've got to scratch his
They're
head.
invited.
Yeah, pondering, I would say.
You can make additional, make some perception checks for both you and Negan.
That is 16 for Negan.
Okay, and for Ulfgar?
-1, so 19. Oh no, hold on, that's a natural 20. Yeah, natural 20.
Natural 20.
Oh.
As Ulfgar's looking round, you look above, and you see that in the ceiling between these 4 pillars, there's also engravings up there. And you sort of move around just to sort of be able to read it the right way. And you read, "If crowns placed correctly on the shrine, celestial beds for 4 of 9."
What was that you said, Ulfgar?
Takes me a minute to compute what I've just seen, and then I say,
Say that again, please, mate.
If crowns placed correctly on the shrine, celestial beds for 4 of 9.
I think you should. I think you should take a look at this.
So if crowns placed correctly on the shrine,
Celestial beds for 4 of 9. Crowns placed correctly on the shrine. Celestial beds for 4 of 9. 4 of 9.
Would it be a case of placing 4 of these skulls on some of these stars? That'd be referencing celestial element.
I mean, there's an altar over there. That's more like a shrine.
From what you can see of the altar that's over there, that would barely hold one of the skulls.
Okay. I think at some point we need to potentially start with trial and error. I'm going to try and take a skull and place it on each one of the stars. I don't think that's correct at all, but I
think it's a good start, though.
think it's somewhere to start.
On each of the stars.
Yeah.
So you're using 6 of the 9 skulls. There's 3 skulls left. You place them on each of the stars, and nothing happens.
Yeah. Hey guys, I've figured something out. This isn't it.
I'll place an additional 2 on row 2, square 3 and 4. Anything happen?
No.
That ain't it either.
Could it be where each Roman numeral sort of crosses with horizontally and vertically, where it adds up 9, Daryl?
Place the skulls and find out.
Okay, so I reckon.
Who is this Daryl of which you speak?
Sorry, yeah. So, for example, like very bottom square on the left, and then
I'm gonna send you something down, which is this was my first working out from fucking ages ago. Because I've done that's one of them. That's the first one I came up with, like 10 minutes ago.
Are you placing the stones there?
We've got nothing to lose because that fits in with the 3 and the thingy mabobby, and then the one thing. What was that thing again? The crowns placed or the skulls placed on, was it celestial beds?
If crowns placed correctly on the shrine, celestial beds for 4 of 9.
Right. Okay. So going with the celestial thing being stars, 4 of the skulls have to be on stars. So, did I send that to you, Daryl, or to the group? The group, yeah. So if you have a look at that working out that I've done, it fits in with the 3, 1, 2, 3, blah 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 blah, and then it's 4 skulls are placed on stars. 4 of the 9 skulls are placed on stars.
As you place those skulls, you hear a shifting and a grinding as the top of the altar, the other side of the room, just shifts and just starts to open up, and the hexagonal top just swivels round away from its base.
Nice. That did something.
Is there more than one solution to this?
Yeah.
Is this another one then?
No, that's what you've given me.
No, I'm sending you. I'm sending you the second one that I did.
You wouldn't know. You can only do one.
You placed the skulls where they were on the first one.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Oh no, it's
Yeah.
worked out the same anyway. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
and that's
Where have you
the same.
placed?
Yeah.
Where have you placed the skulls then on that first thing? Where the round bits are?
no where the
Oh,
X's are.
the
The
crosses,
rounds are
yeah.
where the stars are.
So put
Oh,
them-
right. Well,
Yeah, so it did the X's and then put the rounds where the stars were.
Yeah, so the solution is that where you've got the numbers on the row going down, it should have that many skulls in it.
Yeah.
And where you've got the numbers in the column going across, it should have that many skulls in it. So column
Yes, that's-
1 should have 3 in, and row 1 should have 3 in.
Yes, that's what I said at the start, but the stars threw me out.
this has nothing to do with addition. Yeah, cool.
Okay,
Good work.
so yeah, the
Puzzle Master, didn't you work out our other puzzle? In like no time.
I do like puzzles. I play them bloody puzzle games on Nintendo DS's.
yeah, so arranging those skulls in the orientation, you stand back and you hear the grinding as the altar starts to shift and move around.
Harvest is like, I told you it was the altar.
What the fuck's in there?
Who's going to go and have a look?
I'll go and have a little mooch.
Who's getting there first?
I dash.
Yeah.
You look inside and you
Everyone.
find that there is a single leather bracer, quite plain, and with leather bindings that would go on the inside of the wrist. Just one bracer.
What's in there, dude?
I've got a singular leather bracer, but I've got braces.
Don't you already have braces?
I do indeed. Is there anything I can see with these braces? Do they have any magical inscriptions?
They look to be quite worn over time. They look like they may have had some sort of not etching, but you know what I mean, like marks produced in there to give them a bit of a pattern, but it's quite worn. The leather is sort of shaded dark in patches and worn in other patches. It looks like it's a really sort of well worn piece of kit.
I don't know. I've got braces. Does anyone want to have a little look and see if have a little sit with it for 10 minutes and see if it does anything cool?
I will. I'm there. I'll pick it up with Mage Hand first of all and inspect it. Or did Isla already pick it up?
I've literally got it in my hands. Stop being so
Oh.
creepy.
It's like when Homer has a gun and just decides to turn the lights on with it and open his beer can with it. It's like, I'm just going to use Mage Hand for everything. No, go to bed. Yeah, it's a leather bracer.
I'll attach it to my left wrist.
Okay.
I guess we don't have time for this. We've got to move on. We've got to keep going.
I don't know. How long's an attunement? 10 minutes or an hour?
Can't remember.
If it is an attunement.
I think it's the short rest.
You know,
As you put on this bracer and you start to tighten it down, you feel another rumble within the room. The floor that you've just been stood around, where the skulls have been placed, starts to crack, and it starts to come up like it's part of an earthquake, just sort of ripping through this floor. You see this arm come out, huge arm, just rip out from it. You see that across this green arm is putrid boils. Putrid boils that are like pinkish and red, oozing with like white pus, black sort of slime coming and dripping from the arm. This arm comes down and pushes. And you see this head coming out as the rock just
Run, I think we should
obliterates
run.
around
Guys,
it.
I think we should run up those stairs right now.
He is
Friend or-
between you
friend-
and the stairs as he
friend or
starts to
foe?
come out, and you just see this putrid beast standing between you and the exit. Just roll for initiative.
Right.
Didn't
on
say
a
put the
fire.
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
thing on. Cool. 18, motherfucker.
Like my one good thing, and I've got a natural 1.
Oh,
Gives me
seven.
gives me 9.
9.
Okay.
Ian.
Ulfgar's 7,
Yeah, and Nagin's 19.
19. Okay. Thorin,
19.
19.
19.
What's your constitution? Oh, it's a dex, is it? What's your dex?
Plus 4.
What's Nagin's dex?
+2.
What did we get?
18.
Nice.
Tavis?
9.
9.
9.
Ooh shit. Ooh shit. Ooh shit.
Oh, fuck off!
Beautiful.
I've done 2 initiatives now, and I've rolled 1s on both. Now, don't tell me there's a conspiracy in this. That's absolutely
Beautiful.
dog sh.
They call him Daryl Wheaton. Do, 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 do.
Honestly, how'd you roll 2 1s on initiative? Every time. I never get a strike. Never get a strike. You watch him be dead now before you even get a look in.
Be surprised. He sounds huge.
So as he comes out, you see this snarling mouth, these teeth just dripping in like what just looks like this slime, like pondweed. He gets out this huge bulbous belly with these sort of bloated, almost like he's been kept in water for too long. This
I'm so glad you
huge
said belly with the huge bulbous thing there.
yeah, well, it's just, and it's like you see there's like
Yeah, I
tears.
haven't seen it.
There's like a tear in the flesh, and there's like black ooze coming out of it
Oh my
as he
God.
starts to get up, and he comes out, and you see for Nagin, Thorin, and Isla, you can see that this bears a resemblance to a troll, having defeated the troll in the Yawning Portal when you first came to Waterdeep. It bears a likeness, but this doesn't look like that troll. It's more squat. It's just repulsive and green. Pestilence. Okay, first up then, Thorin.
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
And I'm gonna back up to the edge of the room, try and get as far away from it as I can.
Okay.
That's no. 18 to hit.
18 hits. So Nagin's up next. Okay.
Isla also picked up Nagin's axes and returned them to him.
I assume that was
Isla always returns his axes.
Carried
He's a
out.
nice man.
That's it. That's exactly what happened. No one was looking there.
20 points.
22 points of Eldritch Blast damage and 3 points of fire.
Fire.
Yes, fire. That's exactly what I was after.
So 23 points, yeah?
22 points plus 3.
22.
25, but 3 of those are fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you is that with one blast or both?
That was both blasts.
Both blasts, yeah. You send one arc and then the other. ripping into him, and he sort of the smell of this singed, rotting flesh. But he doesn't look deterred. He just starts to stagger out, sort of stretching these massive putrid hands.
Sorry,
yeah.
I should have rolled an attack roll for the second one. I just did, and it was higher.
Okay. Negan.
2 hand axes.
Wallop and wallop.
This is my friend Wallop, and
So
my
that's
other friend Wallop.
13.
13
hit.
misses. As he throws the axe, arcing over, it just passes the troll.
Next one. 28.
28, yeah, sinks into the fleshy gut.
And damage is 14.
2 damage. Okay. Right. Is that it for Negan's turn?
Yes.
Any movement?
Yeah, just to sort of back away as much as possible, really.
His axes and hammers. Hammer needs to be crushed back Wallop.
So I'm just going to. Okay. Right. Okay. So Isla. Tavis is next.
I think I will try Toll the Dead.
Oh, the Tolls are dead.
Yes. A wisdom save against a DC of many. 16.
What? Oh. 13. Fails.
And then I will 2d12.
And that's necrotic, that, isn't it?
15 of necrotic. Hopefully that works.
Okay.
Let's see.
Okay, yeah, you as Isla pulls his hands together, you just hear this. You don't know whether you hear it or not. It's just like a big bell, just doing this like chime of this bell as this necrotic force shoots from his hands. You sort of see him being knocked back, but then he keeps blundering on this sort of haphazard movement that he's got as he continues to pull himself out of the hole. Is that it for Isla?
Bonus action, spiritual weapon.
Haha!
Level 3, because that's all I've got. That's just a straight up attack roll, isn't it? It's going to be Lightbringer, is going to be what my effigy thing is.
Nice.
And that
It's
is
just a bigger Lightbringer.
Yeah, it's just the humans. It's 8 plus my spell attack. So 14
14 to hit.
years.
Unfortunately, that misses.
Hey.
Just misses. You just see this apparition of Lightbringer, only much bigger by this troll. It just comes down and swings. The troll just, again, almost more haphazard than anything else, just lumbering out of the way as it comes crashing down into the broken stone. Is that it for Isla?
I don't know how close I am, but I will be backing away from that motherfucker.
The only way you can go now is one of the 2 corners, so
I'll
either
go
corner.
For, that one.
So you move to a corner. Tavis.
Okay, are any of my compadres in melee with it?
No.
Can I try and hide behind something?
Yeah, there's a post. One of the pillars.
I want to try and bonus action hide behind a pillar. Sorry, hide behind a pillar. And then shoot at it with short bow.
Okay. Yeah, make your attack. So you quickly just maneuver around the pillar, James Bond style, back to the pillar, pulling round the.
Yeah, do you want me to roll stealth?
No, it's fine.
I'm trying to hide.
You're not going to hide.
I'm trying to hide.
You're not going to hide.
I'm not going to hide.
No. What you're going to give yourself is cover.
I'm not going to... Okay. Alright, fine. I'll roll to hit.
In
Yeah,
fact,
no.
go on, roll your stealth. Roll your stealth check.
Okay, stealth is 22.
Yeah, okay. In the commotion, yeah, you managed to get behind the pillar.
And then James Bond fire the thing.
At that point, you'll be giving yourself away.
Yeah, that's cool. So that's 20,
Ulfgar's next.
24 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
So that's sneak attack.
Yeah.
Because I hid. That was the point of hiding.
Yeah, I got that, yeah.
Yeah, sure. I would have thought so.
Yeah, give me a minute. I hate sneak attack. It's like, if I buy a bag of crisps, do I get sneak attack?
I was hidden, so I have advantage because I'm hidden. And if I have advantage, I have sneak attack.
Yeah, it'd be sneak attack.
There's 16 damage.
Good hit. It's a good hit.
Piercing.
Okay. Is that it for your turn?
That was bonus. Yeah.
Okay, Ulfgar.
How far away is the beast from where I am?
From you, he is 15 feet.
Okay. So I could feasibly sort of like rush up to him and, you know, wallop him with the battle axe.
Oh yeah.
Cool. Right, I'm
Okay,
going to do that
so
then. If I can I want to sort of run up to him and then sort of do a flip, and then as the axe comes down, sort of make the attack.
yeah. Okay.
Am I going to have to roll acrobatics or something for that?
No, you're just going to move up to him and hit him, aren't you?
Yeah, but I want to sort of like make a bit of a somersault into him and just.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Flavor.
For flavour, yeah. You're using your movement. You're walking up and you're giving him a good belt with the axe.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I
Cool.
make your attack?
So that's 19 to hit.
19 hits.
And that is 8 points of slash damage.
8 points of slashing damage.
And
Okay.
I will use my second attack as well to do the same.
Okay.
So, shit. So that is 12 to hit.
12 misses. So you catch him with the first one, but he rears back as you sort of slice through the soft rotten flesh on the front of his gut. You sort of see that it opens like rotted fruit as it cuts through. Your second slash going through, he sort of rears back. He just managed to miss. He now is okay. So I need. Let me see. I need Ulfgar, Negan, and Thorin to make a Constitution saving throw.
Does he smell that bad?
He shits on you.
So
16 for me.
Ulfgar is 13. And Negan is
Dead.
19.
Okay. Right, okay, so that is going to be. Let me just work this out from there. Okay, so as you stand there, he goes like he's going to attack you with his claw against Ulfgar. He goes to take this swipe in, but he doesn't. He goes to his own flesh, and where you've just gashed with the axe, he starts to tear his own flesh apart. And as he does, this spray of this black putrid liquid goes over you, Thorin, and Negan. Right, Ulfgar, you take 17 points of poison damage, and you're now poisoned.
Okay.
Okay, so a poison creature has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. Okay,
Yeah,
so you're now at disadvantage. Yeah, Negan takes 8 points of damage, and Thorin, you also take 8 points of damage.
But they're not poisoned.
They're not poisoned, though.
Just me.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to grab the head. I should be able to remember it. 8 points of damage. So Negan's now got 42
Okay.
points.
Okay, top of the round then, Thorin.
Gross. Yeah.
And it's in your face, it's sticky, it stinks.
Yeah, I'll try and wipe it out my face, and
What about the poison?
I'll take the staff back out, cast Shillelagh on it again. So I wonder what you'll make of this, and I'll try and shove it up the troll's nose.
Right, you got to get a bit closer. You have to move forward.
Yeah, I'll move forward towards it, and I'll try and shove it up the troll's nose like a story.
Like the wand in Harry Potter.
Yeah, maybe.
Troll bogies.
No. Okay, make your attack.
I thought I could
19 to hit.
Menopause.
What was it? 19?
19, yeah.
19 hits.
Right, so let's do this. 6 points of bludgeoning. 8 points of necrotic and 3 points of fire.
What's that now? 14, 17 points, yeah?
6, 8. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you've now used 2 charges, yeah, on your on your staff. As you do, you ram it, aiming for the nose, but you just get it square in the face. You sort of take this and jam it right in its face. You sort of see it rear back. You slam your staff down again, and once again the hand flares. It goes up like this, and you see this bright light, and then it closes again. Is that the end of your turn?
That is the end of my turn.
Okay, on to Negan.
Okay, so yeah, okay, I'm going to pull out the warhammer.
Okay.
And sort of go as close as I can without. So I
from where you are, both Thorin and Ulfgar are in the way. You've only got a 10-foot gap, and then Negan's a big guy, so
okay.
You'd probably have to go. Yeah, if you went around, you could flank from the other side of the post. You'd have to go around the post and round to get him.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Yeah. So we have Warhammer. Just make that attack from the side. Right. So that's 20, not natural. Hit.
Hits. Roll for damage.
And that is 11 points of damage.
11. In a Ewan McGregor lightsaber type way, with the spin of the wrist as it's going round, Negan approaches, pulls the warhammer round, and just brings it down on top of the troll's head. You just sort of see it really savage as the bones at its neck protrude. As it just literally just crooks its head, it just goes limp and it just falls half, sort of hanging into the pit that it came out of, as it just sort of slumps and drops.
Out of combat.
Out of combat.
Nice.
I light a torch and I say to the big man, a little bit of help.
Yeah.
I'm hoping he's going to light that shit on fire. And then I'm going to light this motherfucker on fire and burn the little bastard to the ground.
Can do. And
So Negan puffs out a gout of flame breath on the torch, lighting it up, and then Isley, then you set the torch down. Just now that you've got a proper light, you can see that the back wall, the far wall from the way you came in, you can see that there is sort of a mosaic of faded tiles, which is placed across this back wall. Ulfgar, being that close and seeing it, you can see that there is a scene of hills overlooking, and this is only patchy. It's only in patches, and you've got to really sort of get up and sort of see it. And you can see that there is these buildings of what look like a city, and in the background there is what looks to be a water, almost like it was a harbour. You can just roll a history check for me.
Does he get advantage on it because he's so old?
In fact, actually, yeah, he would do. Yeah, no, he would do.
is it stonework? Because I have stone cunning, and that's double efficiency bonus.
It is carved. It is like carved. It's a relief and carved in the stone. Yeah, but it's mosaic tiled as well. So.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
18.
18. Okay, you can see that there is faded. There is two inscriptions. The inscription along the bottom, which has been tiled into like a scroll work, which wraps along the bottom of this scene, and the scroll work says the Troll Wars along that bottom. And this is something that you remember from your youth, when you were young, when you still had your tribe. You remember, or your clan. Sorry, you remember the stories of the Troll Wars and how long they went on for. When you look up above and you read the inscription above, the hair on the back of your neck stand up. Across your arms it stands up, and you get this chill. And you see the word Mulemaster written above. And This takes you back. This takes you back to another time, another place, and you feel on your back the weight of the shield that you've been carrying. You feel the weight and the burden that you've been carrying, what you've been seeking for so long. And this image just takes you back to that place, that city, before you set off, before you found the temple, the Druid temple. And you remember that day clearly. You remember finding some adventurers. You remember locating this tomb of Tiamat. You remember a battle. You remember finding these rooms, each one protected by a different colour of dragon. The puzzles within. And you remember the moment which will stay with you for the rest of your life, when that final door opened and suspended magically in the air in a beam of fire and light of a god's will, this floating piece of scale. And you remember it so clearly. All those years ago, you remember it. And as the troll burns, and you step back to take in this image, this ground shakes again, and the troll just almost like it was dissolving, like it was the witch in Wizard of Oz. It just starts to dissolve and to seep. This troll, this last troll, and as its ooze eats and seeps away through the cracks in the stone, back into the pit where it come from, you see that from the centre of this wall, a beam of light coming out, shooting at you. Not artificial, not like a torch, but sunlight. And it starts to grow, and it just gets bigger and bigger, bigger, as this portal opens, and you see that the image of what was on the wall is now in front of you, like you were looking through a window, as it starts to open up, and you see the city that you knew, the city that you belonged to. Master before you. You see that as it reaches its full height and diameter, that it encompasses the whole of the wall, taking up all of that mosaic. Everyone else, you can smell the sea air, you can hear the seagulls, you can see the people as you look out from this hilltop out over the city of Mulmaster, Ulfgar's home.
Just say, are you guys seeing this as well?
Where you are, yeah, where is that, man?
It was my home many, many years ago.
Why is
Like-
your home here?
I don't know.
It was your home, like, you used to be there, or like, it still exists? This is just like a window, or?
I
I
haven't
go
seen
and
it
try and touch the wall.
many, many, many years. I'd almost forgotten about it.
But as far as you know, it's still there. Nothing happened.
I assume it's still. I assume it's still there. I don't know what this vision is trying to tell me or trying to tell us.
Is it still a wall?
I think I need to. I think I need to see what this is. I think I need to go through this portal and see what's on the other side. I think the sign. I think I need to do that.
I'm with you. Go. Let's go.
Have we ever heard
I
of
need to-
Mul? Have we ever heard of Mulmaster?
No.
I think I need to. I think I need to do this alone. I think I need to go through this portal, and this is trying to tell me something. I think.
How are you gonna get back?
I'm not sure. I might be able to come back through the same way I came. I might. I might not. But I think I need to do this.
We can help you. Maybe. I don't know.
I think I need
It's
to
your-
do this on my own.
It's your call, man. It's your call.
But thank you. It's just something about this vision and the troll wars. Something, there's a connection there that I thought.
I mean,
Um,
it feels like there's a connection to us because Troll Skull and all of that.
Maybe the case, but I don't want to put first of all put you guys in jeopardy. And you have many things going on here. We have many puzzles to solve. We have much treasure to find, and I think if we all went, you'd be giving up a lot. So I need to do this.
You
I walk
know-
home.
You know how to find us.
I won't forget. City like water deep. Troll skull. But if I don't come back, I just want to say that you guys took me in, and it's been a pleasure living and fighting alongside you. Just look at everyone in the eye and give them a nod. Walk up to Negan, take the shield off my back, and say to him, "I want you to have this. This is much better in your possession, I think, than it ever will be in mine. I want you to use it."
Negan doesn't really know what to say with that. He takes hold of the shield. Yeah, and he holds it, and then he looks at you. He puts his hand on your shoulder. I understand you've got to go.
Thank you, my friend, and thank you all. Now
Ulfgar,
go.
Ulfgar, before you go, I just want to shake your hand. And I'll shake his hand at the same time, kind of sleight of hand him 5 gold and say, I don't want you to be short of a beer on the other side of that portal, mate.
Thank you, sir. You know me so well.
You've had my back, and honestly, there haven't been many that I could call friend. Thank you.
Well, you're too kind. You all are. You took me in, and we've had some fascinating adventures together. And with that, I walk up to the portal and turn around one last time to body in, and then walk through it.
As you step through, the edges have started to flicker, like the magic just can't hold any longer, and it starts to give and to flicker. And everyone watches as Ulfgar, the old drunkard dwarf that you found in the tavern, steps through. His foot going from broken stone to soft, luscious green grass. and he looks out, his beard wisping in the sea air. You gaze at him one last time as he turns, looks at you, and the portal
As it closes, I
closes.
throw a lemon at his head.
Make the attack roll.
Fucking right. Do I get proficiency?
What's your AC? Yeah, I'll give you proficiency in it.
16. Yeah, 16.
Natural 20.
Yes. Yeah.
As he does
just
that,
hear
That's-
you just hear Oscar say, you prick.
Ulfgar, you stand there feeling really strange. You just didn't realise you were going to be here this morning. You're now the other side of the continent. You're now back where you call home. And you just survey for those brief seconds as you step through. You turn and you look behind, and you see the fields and the hills, the trees, the pathways that you've walked before, and a lemon coming out of what seems like nowhere and smashing you in the nose. And you look down at the lemon and know exactly where it's come from. Back in the room, as that shifts, Isla, not seeing a lemon on your side of the portal and hoping that your shot was true and that you did it, Ulfgar, you feel that the room starts to shake again.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Let's head up the stairs, guys. I don't know what just happened, but the
Yeah, we
shaking
gotta
doesn't
go.
usually... We gotta go, right? We gotta go.
Yeah, come on, big man. Let's go. At least the old man's not slowing us down anymore.
Negan just takes off. He throws the shield over onto his back, and yeah, retrieving an axe that flew past the troll. He within his stride, he just takes off, heads over, jumping over the brickwork to the stairs. Is everyone following him?
I am right behind him.
yeah.
How big are those skulls? Could I pick one up?
Yeah, I mean it's fairly big. You want to make a nature check?
Yes.
Tavis, you're the one who said to leave. What the fuck are you doing?
11. Yeah, you're comparing it. They are definitely troll skulls.
Oh,
Is
we
it
need,
like a-
we need one.
Can I lift one? I want one.
Well, yeah, you lifted it into position on the board. So yeah.
Yeah, I grab one and take it with me.
We fashioning a helmet, Willow style.
Nah, it's gonna go.
Yeah, you.
It's going over the
shit's getting
fireplace.
mounted on the outside, yeah. This shit's getting mounted.
We're troll skull. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're taking the
you,
troll
you
skull
managed
from
to,
troll skull, for fuck's sake.
You managed to pick it up. In your again, just following the rest. Your last one out. Negan first on. Isla, Thorin, and then Tavis, one of the party now. Not with you as you scramble to the stairs and up. The tremors subside. You get the feeling that this was just part of the things that have lain in wait. The defeat of the final troll. And yeah, you make your way up the stairs. There's a series of stairs backwards and forwards, but you soon come to a ladder that takes you up. Only a short ladder, not as long as the original one. And you emerge into a blind alley. It's now. Let me just work it out. Yeah, it's now sort of getting on for sort of evening, about 5 o'clock. As you emerge.
Anybody around?
From what you can see, no. Like I said, it's a bit of a blind alley. So, well, it's a blind alley. So you're on your right as you come out, left, sorry, as you come out, there's a wall further down, and then it's open to the right.
Let's get back to the matter.
Negan sort of looks and says, "Well, what was that about? What?"
What the hell, guys? Where's Ulfgar? He can't be just gone.
Look, let's get back to the tavern. A lot of shit's gone down on these streets tonight, and under these streets. We've got the stone. Ulfgar's gone.
What do you mean he's fucking gone? Can't we just... What even is that? I've never seen that before.
Well, he was here. He's now not.
Yeah.
Let's get going.
yeah.
Let's not rationalise it here.
If that's what you say, yeah,
This is not the time or the place.
I'm with Isla. Let's do what he says.
We can do some research, find out where it is, and if we want to go after Ulfgar, we can go after him. But right now, off the streets, and we all smell of shit.
That might help in some regards.
I didn't even get a chance to get rid of his poisoning.
Ulfgar was poisoned for a minute.
I was going to last restoration because I'm nice.
The lemon sobered him up.
Good.
Decongestant.
As you are you making your way out of the alleyway?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you
Go on.
Sorry, go on.
I was just going to say, want to try and keep an eye out for any, activity on the street, like extra guards and stuff like that, with the stuff that happened with the chase on the roof and stuff like that, and the mild shattering of a lot of shit. I just want to make sure that where we go, the streets aren't too crazy.
Okay. As you say that, as you're sort of nearing the end of the alleyway, you hear this screech. You hear a large sort of pounding of air, and you look up and you see that there are two of the Griffin guards of the City Watch that fly over. Just as Isla's finishing his sentence, you hear whistles, and quite a few whistles of the watch as you exit. Suddenly, before you, standing in a ring, is the City Watch themselves, dressed in their usual regalia, the blues and the greens and the yellows, each one with a polearm at length, as they stand in a semicircle, around from building to building, all of them pointed at you. As you stand there, watching all this unfold, just bear with me 1 second. Nightmare. As you're watching all this unfold, why can't I find it? That's done my head in. You see a familiar figure, a squat gentleman who steps forward with glasses, purple robes, and a staff. You see behind him the withered and old, drooping face of Saith Cromley, with Barnabas Blastwind. And Barnabas looks up, Saith. You see? I told you. You give people enough rope, they will hang themselves. Now, I do advise that you come with us to answer a few questions. This is now the second crime scene in what seems to be a connected case where I have seen your faces. Please do not put yourselves in any more peril than you already are. Right, guards, and as these ranks open up, these guards step forward with manacles, and they walk up. Negan gives this sort of Chewbacca shrug, not very happy. What do you guys want to do?
Right, what are the names? Safe?
Cromley and Barnabas Blastwind. These were the two inspectors that
I
came
remember,
to the after the blast.
I just put my hand on Negan and saying Dragonborn or Draconic. I don't think it's worth it.
Is there any way back the way we came?
No, not unless you were to go back down into the sewer. Negan listening to Isla, and now you, Isla, recognising where your bond was and where your bond now is with Negan. Negan sort of looks with a trust, and he gives a raised eyebrow, as if to say, "Are you sure?"
I would say getting Draconic. I don't think we're fighting our way out of this one. This one might be a talking our way out of it.
And with that, he just offers up his wrists. You see as the first guard starts to put the manacles on him.
If I have time, I'll turn to Isla and say, "What are we doing?" My instinct is to run, but I trust you.
Running only makes us look guilty. You want to ask some questions? We'll answer the questions.
Alright.
Thorin?
Yeah, I just go along with it. Just say to
Each of you is...
I just say to him, "We're at your service."
Each of you is removed of weapons, frisked. Any items are taken from you. The manacles are put on. And moments later arrives
all items.
Items that they deem to be of risk
Weapons
are taken
not,
away
yeah.
from you. Yeah.
Okay.
For now, until you arrive wherever you're going to arrive.
Do they take my ring?
No jewellery. They just take what they deem to be a threat.
Okay.
Bag of holding?
Yeah, bags would be taken away. Packs would be taken away. Weapons.
Not my little handkerchief.
So, with that, this oversized carriage arrives, and it pulls up. The rear is opened up, and rather than it being like the standard carriage, this one's got benches that run the length on either side. You can see that along there are chains that come down, and each one is loaded up. Negan being last, as he's the heaviest, and he's put in the last chain attached to Negan's manacles, and then the door is slammed shut. There is a brief moment, a brief pause, and you hear a "Ha!" and the carriage sets off. And that's where we'll leave it for tonight.